Hey everyone, how's it going? Okay, in a slight change to... Hey Jan, how are you? In a slight change to how I normally stream, well... Hey Iki, how you doing? Wow, I said the same thing twice in a row. In a slight change to how I normally stream, I'm drinking coffee to get in character for Grounded for the D&D stream later. You're okay, Jan? Good to know, good to know. Well, without any further ado, let's get this Phoenix train rolling. Oh, now you're saying it, Icky? It's spreading. I'll say, if nothing else, I solved the conundrum of what to do for my makeup before I did my Grounded makeup. Okay. Icky, you're good? Happy it's the weekend? Okay, hopefully everyone can see the Capcom logo okay. And now press enter. And now hear the music. Game footage confirmed. Yes. So yep, how's everyone doing? I literally just finished grinding this. Well, not literally just. I was watching a stream on Discord earlier and grinding it then. Game footage confirmed. Game music confirmed. Confirmed! Was there some tech hack you missed? Nope. I just wanted to check everything was running properly. Considering I only do these streams once a week, compared to using my capture card. Right, so to recap, we've maybe sort of possibly proven that our client is innocent of theft, and proven the detective that was hired to catch the thief may actually be the actual thief. But let's find out. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic. Yes, so you have a very complicated family situation after all. Right, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to share us the proof. You know, that you're the real Master Mask and not some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? This guy's voice is way too close to my pre-transition voice and I don't like it. Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim, for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Icky. He's innocent but annoying. I call for the death sentence. I mean, that's fair. Anyway, You've got no alibi? I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard of a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. You can't imagine having coffee this late. You'd be absolutely buzzing. Well, because of my ADHD, coffee basically just makes me focus a bit more. Anything else it does is just purely psychological on my part. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where is Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Hey, I don't have a specific crime quote. I should do something about that. Maybe I should commit a crime. You think that you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. I completely forgot what voice I was using for Goddo. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? Am I saying I should commit crime while simultaneously being in a particular state? I don't know. Does the UK technically have states, apart from denial? I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh? I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. Yep, I remember the voice I was using now. I thought I was more confident than angry. I know that feeling, Phoenix. I know that feeling. Britain is a state is not the most controversial statement. True. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. Evidence. Oh, right. Here's wallet. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Oh, yes it does. I'd lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. After removing the cash, of course. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM in the KB security headquarters. Damn it, Icky. We do not talk about Catgirl Judge. What? Surely you... Okay. Completely lost the voice for the judge now. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. The actual voice I use for the judge is basically my best attempt at impersonating the professor from Futurama, crossed with a bit of Yoda. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB security that night. No! Cool trench coat. So if the defendant was at KB security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordley Taylor and KB security, it would have to have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry anyway. Well, Mr. Gatto, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Gatto. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why'd I overdrop my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO's office. No. Huh. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. This stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KP Security at 1 AM that night. Muffins? Okay, I guess I have no choice but to bring out the blackmail letter, which is counterintuitive. Yep, Phoenix right. Lies, shouting, and violence against wooden objects. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. But blackmail. Yes, it basically says, bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like a blackmail, all right. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself in KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. No. Order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like the perfect case for the defense. You may see it as the perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But, did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. Even though it is my job to accuse people of everything. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There's someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 AM that night. I guess it would be Larry. Well, who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly.
but just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. Or the other one. Or the other one.
He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at the KB Security that night. Oh. The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yep, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analysing this card's data.
We're lucky if the judge remembers what socks are for. This is true, Icky.
Ugh. Well, Mr. Goddo, do you remember what socks are for? Because I sure don't. The name of the CEO at KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So what does it show? Each keycard is its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM on the morning of the crime.
Keycard date updated in the court records. Found in Ron's wallet. Used on October the 12th, the night of the crime, at 1 AM.
But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo. Huh. It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then, Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master Mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick.
That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. Before I do that, do you have any further objections?
Indeed, Icky.
No, Your Honor.
Well, that's a short case.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Court is now adjourned.
Okay, October the 13th, 2:24 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 4. Nick, you did it! You're right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy!
Oh, Mr. Light.
I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Ah, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Mayor? You should be ashamed of yourself.
She slapped me.
Icky.
Would whoever keeps bringing confetti to the courtroom, please stop. It takes ages to clean up. We're paying the bailiff overtime.
Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick.
Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. I'll never forgive you. Double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught. You're right. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I'm the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Goddo, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered. Cain Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but body? The estimated time of death was 1 AM on October the 12th. Oh dear. 1 AM on October the 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the time that Chief's urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? Icky. Mr. Wright, I haven't seen Edgeworth around. Are you still a thing, or...?
Okay, this is the love triangle I didn't know I needed.
On October the 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What's he saying? Imbued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. He is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
I guess. No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I'm a thief, I tell you.
Rhonda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What? This is impossible.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely, you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes. Our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? To be continued.
Right now, in fact. You were just joking about the ship, but they seem to be going for it. October the 13th, 3:02 PM. Rice & Co. Law Offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Seriously, why are they inviting a child to murder trials? Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we start looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm going to head back to Crane Village for a little while, if that's alright. That's good, because your voice is hurting my throat, kid. Sure, but why? I'm here to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... Hey, it's been fixed. No, Mystic Mayor, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
Pearls is so caught up in her fancy, she forgot there's a murder to solve.
Sacred urn given to Pearls. Now remember, no fighting, okay? Okay, Namiko. Wait, was that the name of the kid from Persona 4?
She's gone.
Okay, Nick. Time to get going on this murder investigation.
So, what do we do now?
Isn't obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Mr. Light? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Mara who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention centre too. Oh, why was I giving Maya Pearl's voice then?
You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Yes, it's been fixed properly. Don't... Me? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says, I am, on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says, Amy, like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Mayor doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And that repairer was one man mechanically unskilled, little Pearls.
Ah.
But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that the urns are fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crane Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Mayor hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. So I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training, right?
Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading into a channeling dojo to do just that.
Channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is that what happened last year? Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Crane technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened.
Bang. And the dirt is gone.
That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
It sounds like being the master of Crane is going to be a heavy responsibility.
Okay, that's enough talking to Maya. Still got all the previous evidence. October the 13th, Atme Detective Agency.
Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops.
What do you expect? Now that they know he was actually masked in mask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart.
Icky, now you're imagining hearing, "Hi, I'm Barry Scott, and I shot a man." And it's not all that unexpected. Yeah, I could imagine that. Especially after that gun parody.
Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe's nowhere to be seen.
Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working the murder case.
But wasn't he in charge for the Masked Mask investigation all the way up to yesterday?
Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like,
"There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure that Gumshoe has bloodlust, Mayor.
That we know of? Ah, great, people are setting off fireworks. Okay, nothing to analyse around here. October the 13th, Masked Mask's hideout. Oh, Nicky boy, Mayor.
Mr. Light.
All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Icky, error detected. Gumshoe and works in the same sentence. Tss. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Right, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side.
Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, But he's still going around saying he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Geez, just let the guy roll a tiefling rogue in D&D.
Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world.
What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest he won't even steal a glance. A thief? The very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple.
Yep, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Also bi detectives, gay detectives. Oh, so you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that that pretend to be ace detectives. How oddly specific.
Yeah.
There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try and find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atmy knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on Great People Around Town segments on TV.
So then, you went there to ask him some questions?
That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said, the ace detective isn't in right now. But I forced my way past her and into his hideout.
I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout.
Wait, he had a secretary? The bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who tried to pin a crime on someone else. It's that time of the stream again. I mean, it's not technically TASMR, but... Oh, as a reminder, the TASMR emoji is now a follower emoji, so anyone can use it. It should be right at the top of my channel emote, Zicky. Or you could just type... Or you can just type the colon and then start typing T, and that should bring us up. There we go. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works.
So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is.
Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car.
Well, I have to admit that I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike.
To make its KB security fast, are you sure you're not literally flying?
Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now?
No, I'll pass, thanks.
Oh yep, skybeams have started where you are as well. I suppose it's Friday on Guy Fawkes night. Pretty inevitable. But of course it is now a different, very special day. For right now, as we speak, the people of Tumblr, all a dozen of them, are celebrating Destiel Day. We of course have a quote for this occasion.
Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves?
What scaredy cat you are, Nick? The finale didn't make Tumblr explode. No, actually, it basically made the whole site go back to as it was about a decade ago. For one brief moment, the entire site was united in how ridiculous it was. Oh, a ding. Thanks for the host, Kiara. Hey, Kiara. How's it going? I'm drinking coffee today, so I can get in character for D&D. And Nolus. Everyone's piling in right now. Thanks for giving Kiara the shout out, Icky. Someone give Icky a shout out. He hasn't had a shout out. Oh yeah. How are you in the Bay, Kiara? I think you're visiting your partner right now, aren't you? I certainly look like a person on coffee, no less. Guilty as charged. But here's my secret. I'm always on coffee. Ah yes, the Deep Fear stream. The stream in which the final boss was awkwardly hot.
Mr. Light told us the location of KB security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. So was it really love at first sight when you met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Last night, Ronnie saved my life from a broken heart. Yep, and had wings for some reason. Yes, Jan, it may be tea ASMR, but today it is coffee ASMR. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back.
Robbers?
Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears.
Yeah, I would too if I was in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces.
Please stop it!
He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale.
Look at them. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people.
Notice you just got out of an ad. Welcome to the stream then. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself, he came to save me. A total stranger, all by himself. All by himself. All by himself. All by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Cool story, sis. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did.
That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess.
Oh, first time chat from Douglas Quaid. Now I know how amazing arthritis cream is for playing games. Huh? Did I miss something there? Well, anyway, welcome to the chat, Quaid. How are you doing today? Icky. He confused the stop robbers advice with the startle a beard advice. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Mare, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future.
Okay, I mean, she was literally taken hostage at the end of the last game, but go on. I'll startle a bear. Gosh dang it, also carrots. Those damn robotic carrots. Messing up our linguistics. Oh yeah, let's just show her his wallet. Oh yeah, good point, Nurlus. Loom in the not-so-distant past. That's Ronnie's wallet. He was found at KB Security on the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then.
So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene.
Quaid, you never chatted before? You've lurked in a Metroid stream or 5, but you thought you at least typed things. Oh, maybe you did. Twitch was just saying you're a first-time chatter, so maybe it's just bad at registering it. Or maybe there's an expiry, or... Well, I don't know. It's Twitch. Hope you're having a nice evening at any rate. Sorry if I seem a bit twitchy, but I'm on coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. Because I need to get in character for D&D tonight. Yep, true no less. Not according to Twitch, but Twitch isn't always accurate. Yep, hello again. I mean, your name did vaguely ring a bell, so I just assumed you hadn't chatted here before, but I knew you from somewhere else. Because my brain functions like a sieve. Okay, off to the CEO's office. October the 13th, KB Security, CEO's office.
So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. Icky.
In tonight's Game of Icons episode, Grandin attempts to drop literally everyone at once while singing show tunes.
No less. Is that an unexploded bomb in the corner? You forgot about that. I think the text when it's examined said it's a torpedo.
What's that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys.
Oh, I guess Mayor called it. The walls look like an old clipboard you had as a kid. Oh yeah, I think I know the type of clipboard you mean. That has that sort of cyberpunky pattern on it. To look like it's a computer panel or something. Icky, apparently you associate too much caffeine with show tunes. You're not sure why. I guess sort of a thing of people singing show tunes when they're a bit hyper is a bit of a trope.
Hey, it's you guys. It's Detective Gumshoe. R.I.P. the Let's Player's vocal cords. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like...
Oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal.
Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
Oh, poor Gumshoe. If the Gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. Point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathise when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Should have seen this. Amy walked into my office the other day.
It's not often Gumshoe gets to dunk on someone. Interesting that he doesn't take the chance. Yeah, to be fair, Gumshoe isn't really the dunk on sort. A real circuit board that big wouldn't be too cheap. That's true. I mean, I used to etch circuit boards for being robotics. I really should get back into that hobby. I want to learn about Arduino and all that. And I know copper coated plastic isn't particularly cheap for what it is. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating.
Bree the Robotic Overlord has a nice ring to it. I shall be the Queen of Drones. No wait, that's a bit too close to Kerrigan's title. I'll be the Empress of Boop Beep. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Icky, Empress of Boop Beep, change approved. Things are really working against us right now and we need help. Thanks for the quote, no less. I guess that title's going to haunt me forever now.
Okay. I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullitt. He was the CEO of KB Security, and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October the 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room.
It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mask was stealing that urn, huh? Autopsy report added to the court records. Time of death? 10th of the 12th. Was that the 12th? No, wait, the 12th of the 10th at 1 AM. Cause? Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Yep, it's a murder now. Good news is we've proved Ron Delight couldn't possibly have committed the theft, but now he's on the hook for the murder. Because we proved he was in exactly the room where it occurred. When it occurred. Yepiki? Cause of death? Mega bonk. So, why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? Yep, I think it's a default part of the script, no less.
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? Well, it's pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Bullard. Yep, dark no less.
Maybe you could start by guessing the man's name right.
I can't imagine what would happen if I opened the safe in the morning at work and there was a corpse in there. But that wouldn't happen because I only work duty shifts in the evening. So, what happened to Master Mask?
He's at the detention centre screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not. Oh wait, he's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
No less. To be fair to Mayor, this guy would absolutely name Guy Bullard. Yeah, that's true. Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief.
That'd explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about.
Yeah. He just did that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all.
Well, can't blame him for wanting to play both sides of the game, I guess.
But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Stolen. The gem and the thief. The precious gem, the Tear of Emanon. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? Wait, no, it's that Larry. It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it. An article on Master Mask's first heist. Prosecutor Godot. Ugh, that prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more.
Wow.
That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So who's that Java addict? Mask maniac anyway? What, me?
Prosecutor Godot, he's quite the enigma, huh? Thing is, pal, I never even heard of that guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere.
That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
That is true, according to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's a nice man in court. A maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Was that a Top Gun reference? Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant.
That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Okay, let's examine them. You, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, someone opened this safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yep, Von Carmesini is established, executed. And he was a lot paler. And slimmer. Wait, no. And a lot bigger. He's definitely not Von Carmesini. Yeah, and so? Or for years, they're really stretching things.
Well, if Mr. Ballard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal.
Hey, Iris. Gay? Moi? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and everyone knows that how to open this safe had an airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron DeLight.
What? Ron DeLight? He was a security chief?
Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh?
And how are you this evening, Iris, anyway?
Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
I forget. Are you skipping tonight's D&D session, or...? Because I think I was told something... I think Nick said something about you, your character just being on the ship, but not doing anything. Alright, yeah, spoiler alert. We're going to all be on a ship, apparently. Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark cloudy sky.
Yep, Kara, so gay. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise?
Either this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
No less hums Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe if he'd lived a little longer, he had seen some better days. Wonder what that button does. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Beep, beep, beep.
Hey, go out. Don't press that.
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What's that button anyway?
Okay, I apologise to anyone wearing headphones there. Including myself.
It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really?
Then it's possible on the night of the crime?
Oh. So when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that. So I asked around down there. But they said the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Ballard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves. By the way, just so you know.
I think we better go and talk to that guard about the emergency buzzer. Emergency buzzer added to the court record? Connected to the basement security guard office. There are no fingerprints on it. It's going to be Larry, isn't it? We're going to have to speak to Larry again. True, there are now.
Check out this big, thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting up to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work. Just a little hard on the eyes.
What do you find out, Nick?
This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Master Mask. It's filled with info about him.
Sorry about that. What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey Nick, look at this last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Eminon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole.
So then 100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me.
Icky, you'd say bless you, but you don't want to attract God's attention. Yeah, thanks for that. Last time someone blessed me, I caught on fire.
I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list.
Kane's list added to the court records. Found on the table at the crime scene.
These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night's reading, if you've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. No, Liz, that's part of why you say Gesundheit instead of, bless you. It just means good health. Fair enough. I suppose if someone's sneezing, that's what you want to say.
This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I'd have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Sorry, by the way, my voice is starting to go a bit. But I'll just continue for another 15 minutes to make us up to an hour and a half. So I can get ready for D&D. Okay, to the guard room then. That's a very familiar looking jacket. October the 13th, KB Security, Security Guard Office.
Wow, this is really something else.
No less.
I really thought you might already know that, in the medium and all.
Yeah, that's a good point. Shouldn't she know? I guess it doesn't tell us someone died in a chair, does it? For a security guard office, it doesn't feel very secure.
KB security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be...
Hey Nick, what's up?
So he is here. Yup, how's it hang, dude? And you got my sweet little mare with you too.
Those aren't maps from a Pokemon game. They could be. They do look like Pokemon maps. Or Zelda. Some sort of isometric 2D game. Yeah, I know what you mean, below the note. In the top left-hand corner. What's the name of that perspective? Obviously, in games it's usually called top-down view, but I think it's got a fancy name. Wow, that music took a turn just then. Hi, Larry. Yeah, I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I've got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. Those are staircases, you think? Oh wait, yeah, they could be. It's hard to make out. No, that's what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little mayor. But Nick here is a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then and this is now. Hey, he's giving the thumbs up with his left hand. No less. Could be Celadon Mall. Yeah, Celadon's a mall. Because it's got shops and stuff in it. Well, it's not a mall, it's a department store. Not quite the same thing. Yeah. Don't know why, but it terrifies me every time that sort of comes up. Feels like my computer's about to break down. Because a department store, while a mall is basically a building where lots of different shops can buy a space, a department store is basically owned by the same company. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give information away for free. He wants a bribe. I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him, Mayor? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all. It all just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe speaking out some work to go pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you. So, what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eyes on those monitors all the time. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are going to fall out. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling him. So, in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that?
This is just a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it is part-time, and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh?
Funnily enough, that's what I say occasionally during D&D. I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right?
Oh no. Someone's hiding something.
Oh no, I knew I smelled something bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say. That was then and this is now, okay? It looks like I'm going to have to break all his psych locks, after all.
Okay, let's give this a look then. The night of the crime.
On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to?
What? Huh? Of course I was.
Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Mr. Delight?
But that was that.
And this is? Is there any chance you snuck out of work last night too?
Never.
I didn't sneak out. Tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow, now that's confidence. What's with the drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that left my...
God, my voice is going.
Do you have evidence that I left my position? Or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is...
Oh right, yeah, he picks up Ron Delight's wallet.
Phew, I was scared for a minute. Larry seems pretty relieved. But I tell you, I'm not relieved. I'll even bet you 70 cents. I'm gonna break these cyclops if it's the last thing I do. What's that baby who had his favourite toy taken away from him look on your face?
Okay, let's try this again. When he found this, he must have left his station.
This wallet. You know about this, right?
Okay, yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
I've never seen it before. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Lies just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning, on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It wasn't the fault of the guy whose shift. It was the fault of the guy whose shift it was before mine. Why do I have this feeling he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that The killer snuck in to the CEO's office after 10 PM during your shift. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't share the record to just anyone, you know. The keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound like a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card.
Okay, 5 more minutes.
Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 AM, the time of the murder.
No less. You try to Google what's on that security monitor, but no one seems to know or care. Fair enough. Maybe it's not anything then.
No way. Yeah, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 AM on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Ugh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time.
No. Yes.
I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Maximum mea culpa.
Larry.
There's nothing I can do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened.
Huh? Your Donna? Kebab? No less. Duke puts hero with stars in his eyes.
I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one who does the punching. Isn't that right, Mia?
Yeah? Yeah, and the game on the cameras looks more like some sort of Dragon Quest. Oh yeah, could be. I'm not really familiar with it.
So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Icky, they look like a Farmville sort of game. Yan, or possibly Breath of Fire, since it's a Capcom game.
Oh yeah, that's true. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What?
He's curled up on the floor crying like a baby.
Oh boy. Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything.
Just name it.
I'll do what I have to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry.
Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we got?
She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick.
Okay, so I'm going to call it here because my voice is going and I need to rest it again for D&D. So I guess we'll show him the evidence next week. No less. You did learn that apparently Benifer and Cassie Tom are references to Hollywood breakups. Okay. Not something I really know anything about, but interesting to know. Does my camera look a bit weird? Oh, maybe it's just because I'm not wearing eyeliner. I don't know. Glad you liked it, Jan. Anyway, I'll just find somewhere to send you off to, and J-Lo and Katie Holmes. Don't remember who the guy involved was. Brad Pitt. Oh, okay. Twitch taking its sweet time to load, I guess. Alright, the system's up to some sort of nonsense. Okay. Oh, you have 98k points, Kiara. Nice. And thanks for calling me awesome. And thanks, of course, for dropping by. Alright. So, obviously, the D&D is going to be on Nick's D&D channel, so if you just want to check this out and start a reminder for when the game begins at 7:30, you can do it there. And we are going to raid... Oh, yep, thanks for the shout out for Nick's Twitch channel as well, Kiara. Does anyone have anyone they think we should raid, or... shall I just pick someone? Miss Mango plays. Okay, Kiara? We're going to be raiding Miss Mango plays. This channel has a follower or subscriber only chat. Okay, that's a deal breaker. Okay, we'll try Alison 8-bit instead then, who is playing Hollow Knight. Well, in any case, I hope to see you at 7:30 for D&D. I'll be back with more Alien Isolation on Monday. And I hope everyone has a lovely weekend in general. Oh, and follow my Twitter channel for more info on my cosplays. I might be starting a blog soon, so look out for that. Well, that's about it. Raiding in 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you for the raid, BisectedBrioche. Hope you're doing well. How was your stream? I could do a shout out.